C. Nguyen here with Duplo USA, and today we're in Glen Burnie, Maryland.
Yes.
To talk to Gary Habichat, the president of Printing Specialists. How did you first hear about us?
Well, a couple of your salespeople stopped in, didn't even know it existed. They came in
So
and they.
salespeople actually do calls.
Yes, people actually do call me.
So I don't have to write them up, but they're not calling them printers.
So Bill and Bob Massa came in here and they said, "We'd like to show you something new." And I went, "Okay." Well, I had seen a little bit of it at D-Scoop. I kind of walked by. I'd never really paid a whole lot of attention to it at D-Scoop. When he came in and was telling me about it, I was like, "Well, wait a minute. They make a smaller version?" And I said, "Smaller means less expensive, right?"
Right.
And the guy said, "Yes, we do." And they proceeded to show me the samples and what you were doing. And I said, "Well, that's pretty impressive." So now you have a 13 by 19 machine that will do what the Codex and the jet varnish will do with the raised spot UV. And I thought that's just what we need to be different.
Some of the nice samples looks like 3D almost. This is the whole book that Dawn puts together, right? Her creativity. She does. That looks like fire.
And my favorite's the rose. I think that's the next one.
Oh yeah, so that rose is beautiful.
You feel all the different layers of the chocolate. And the tiles is like a mosaic.
The tile, yeah.
You can see the difference.
What was your impression when you had that touch and feel?
Wow.
What it's like?
You know, wow. I mean, with just the texture of the basketball, just being able to feel it. You know, we designed this piece so it was flat and textured so people could see the difference. I mean, that was my first impression was, holy mackerel, that's really quite impressive. It gives it a whole different dimension, you know, which it does, you know. The same way with the lizard, you know, he's got little scales and everything, and, you know, you can't get that with just printing. You need to do something.
You're finding ways to provide this type of print embellishment to your customers, and tell us a little bit more about how are you doing it to really have your customers be aware of what the services that you provide. What
we've done with a couple of clients, for example, this car wash job, they wanted the dots to be raised just to be a big deal when they're pocket folders, but we did their business cards and they didn't think it was going to do anything for the business cards. So we just took it upon ourselves to create our own raised image, and we ran it through as a sample and said, "What do you think of this?" And they were like, "Wow." So what we've been doing is any cards that our designer sees go through, or items actually, that looks like it would benefit from having the raised UV on there, she'll actually take the time at no cost to the client. We'll just create a file and we'll run an extra 50 or 60 sheets of paper and we'll run them through the machine and we'll give it to the client and say, "What do you think?" And hopefully they'll be as wowed about it as I will and as I am, and they'll say, "Oh, how much more is that?"
Is there anyone here, any competitor you have that offer raised UV services?
No.
So you know?
No.
So you're the only one?
We've been getting it done locally. There's a silkscreen company that actually, we've had quite a few pieces that we've been doing this for, you know, but usually been designer would ask for it. So we've been sending it out, and to do it as a silkscreen, you still have to do the mask file, which we have here, but then it has to go out, they have to make the screen. There's a $185 make-ready charge, and it takes a couple days.
Gosh.
Where we can create this thing, print one sheet, same day, show the customer exactly what their sample is going to look like, because it's inkjet. It doesn't have to make a screen. You don't have to clean it up. You don't have a make-ready charge per se. I mean, there is some pre-press,
Right.
but setting the machine up's pretty quick. And they can see exactly what they're going to get. So it's a good way for our salespeople to upsell.
A designer, like great adept on new thinking of when they're designing a new piece right now that they have.
Yeah, they have to rethink things. They think, oh, this piece would, you know, and Dawn's really good. She'll look at a piece and go like, we put some UV here and UV here to really set the piece off. So she'll just create a mask and we'll throw it out as an option to the client. Mm-hmm.